Now, let's go ahead and jump into a very quick listening with Complexity, see what they're going to do on this rotation.
63 flush. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Where's the other? Where did text team or?
He ran into the zone. Into the zone.
Okay.
This team's on gray.
West east. Yeah, I'm down to fight this.
We just have the text team will third
So
instant,
we just
but they're
have to
only
like
a duo.
run all the way up this hill.
Comes. Wait, no, they're not. Yeah, they are. Oh, I might die.
Okay.
Watching you.
Okay.
On triple take and blue.
I'm backing up to like
We
here.
should probably just go do our normal route. We go southeast, or we'll play up on here this height. We don't worry about tunnel. Fuck tunnel. Once tunnel's cut off, we're good.
If we get one pick though, that's 3 kills. They're on sniper rifles.
Yeah, that is. Text team is just probably gonna come behind them. Or
Yeah, I
red
feel like I heard
somewhere.
a footstep in there.
I'm scanning.
Maybe. No.
I'm gonna just chill around southeast here. Maybe I can catch them.
Yeah, I'm just looking in gas.
Just get ready to save my dumbass.
Yup. We need to kill like a pileup that happens there if it happens. Is our spot forward like good? Do we need to go to under bridge after this?
Yeah, we might have to. Or we can play up to the left side rock like we did before and bully off the left side.
Oh wait, we can also just
Let's
play
go
like
here.
out here.
Yeah.
Never mind.
The tunnel can't peek us from behind anymore.
Go this way.
I actually have no
They just
idea.
zipped to high epi
Hostile spotted.
from zone.
They're gonna scan then for sure.
Forget that.
I think
Is it
that's
text
their
team?
Probably. They came from zone, like Refinery Hill.
Should we look for this for kills? We know what to do.
We just gotta secure a spot first and make sure that we don't.
I mean, we have right here on us. Guaranteed right here.
It's true. They might walk into right here. On
Yeah,
us
we
as
should
well.
just... Oh. Just AFK and hold our back then? I mean, because we have a spot.
Yeah.
It's just really not the best on edge afterwards.
Honestly, and afterwards, walking up here and looking at tunnel team might not be a terrible.
Or going around east.
Yeah.
Like, what about top hill? Is there a team there?
There you have it, some quick perspective from Complexity as you're trying to understand, hey, is it worth it to push this three-man team? We get one pick, that's 3 kills, that's 3 KP, or should we play our normal rotation? Good to get the perspective of Complexity. They ultimately decide not to push, but they do find a team right in front of them, girl.
Yeah, and they were debating on which spot they wanted to take, and they do see a squad. This might be a squad of 2 that they're going to push up on. I think that's why they're playing so aggressive. They don't get the scan off on anyone, so he is going to opt to go back. There's 20 seconds left, and it's maybe just a waste of Bloodhound ult for now.
Yep. Meanwhile, TSM, we saw that. I think TSM got knocked by SolaFide, but must have been from afar as TSM's able to get back to full health. I'm sure it was the Gibraltar that was able to do it. And then Reps is actually able to knock 1. Long-range sniper comps. Of course, G7 scout rifle / long-range light rifle in the hands of Snipe Down, and you saw Reps with the sniper in hands as well. And then, of course, the Hemlock and the Volt in the hands of the Octane, as you'd expect. An aggressive Volt loadout for Hal for now. Hill's going to knock Vaxlon of CLG at the top of your screen. Crust takes out Bowser. We also saw a member of Liquid, I think it was Flanker, that got finished as well. I think it was to the hands of NRG. So some of our top teams have been under duress. We'll see if they can get revived, if they will be back into this one. But a little bit of action, a couple of people getting knocked or taken out, but nothing crazy. We still got 20 squads remaining, girl.
Yeah, 20 squads remaining, and the end zone's not going to allow for this many teams to stay alive. If you've seen the end zone, it is outside of train in the open field between like train yard and skyhook. So there's going to be a lot of rocks for cover, but not enough space for 20 squads. So once these zones close in one more time, we're going to see a lot of squads drop.
Expect that to happen momentarily as Snipe Down's actually able to get a knock on Peesh. Well done from TSM, good team firing. Meanwhile, Monsoon finds himself in an engagement. Team right nearby. Might be that same HRN squad they were fighting before. No, it's actually going to be NRG. So, we got an engagement here. Skirmish between Complexity and NRG. These are 2 top teams and top names. You got the ultimate's going to come through from Rocker. It's dropped. And here comes the flank, pushing in from Nathan. The tip of the spear as Bloodhound and doing such a good job putting so much damage in. That's actually going to be a knock on Reptar. Reptar goes down. 3 versus 2 situation now for NRG, and they are seeing red.
And NRG is going to push in, gets the re-knock on Reptar, and finishes out Shiny here. They're getting shot at by another team, but they did secure those kill points. Will they be able to recover? And this is an example of low ground beating high ground, folks. They used that Gibraltar defensive bombardment, and they ended up pushing, getting the free knock to finish it off. TSM here as well. They didn't end up third partying. They ended up using their Bloodhound ulti, but they ended up going back. They don't want to fight Energy.
Yeah, that's a good point, right? Low ground defeating high ground in that fight, courtesy of the ultimate from Gibraltar. In some way, Energy's able to come out on top against a heavy-hitting Complexity squad. TSM heard the noise, and they actually wanted to join on the action. It was an easy third party for them. Playing as Octane, that's how you want to play that team comp, right? You want to play aggressive. You want to take your fights on the ring or the edge of the ring if you can. But instead, Energy's able to understand it's coming. They recoup, recover, and that's 3 kill points over a Complexity squad for NRG. Good start for them.
Definitely a good start for them. And as we see here, we've got CLG camping in a building. They have KSC underneath. KSC getting a nice beam off, but the other person escapes through that portal. So KSC are going to camp this portal. They're going to be inside here when the zone closes. So they're going to be playing edge of zone for now, and then they're going to push on in afterwards. So they're trying to gatekeep teams from Skyhook, from Survey Camp. They're just gatekeeping whoever they can, but they do have a team above them.
Jumping back on board with NRG. First blood on the lobby, taking out Complexity moments ago. 15 seconds left, and they're going to have to be making their rotation through as well. I like this decision, just kind of hugging the right side of that rock and the mountain on that on that choke point right behind them. They know no one's going to be coming behind them because they've already cleared that off, most likely. So they know that they're just working with what's in front of them. They, of course, have Bloodhound scans to help them out. Meanwhile, Team Superior finds himself in zone, scouting out on their team right in front of them. But I like the positioning right now for Team Superior. They're able to get some long-range poke and disrupt some fights from afar.
Yeah, with the charge rifle, one of the most common guns to use. A nice 74 shot with the charge rifle by Joey Black out here. His teammates going to get... Rakanishu actually gets the knock on the person he hit. So they get a knock. They might be able to get a kill point here. He gets the battery off. They're actually getting pushed here. He's going to use his caustic gas for defense, but unfortunately it did not connect, and his teammate goes down here.
Yeah, it's looking a little bleak right now for Team Superior, using the caustic ability to try to keep him alive, but that's going to be looking dangerous. Ace is going to come on the flank, but it's not going to be enough. Team Superior will be eliminated from this one. It's going to be to the hands of Season. We know about the firepower of Fun. One of the best mechanical players, in my opinion, underrated in North America. And there you have it. Season takes out Team Superior.
And unfortunately, the ring actually took out Team Sentinels there in the kill feed. So we've got NRG playing the building. We've got 3 teams playing the building. KSC trying to stay alive. Noct wasn't able to make it. He did get his defensive bombardment down, though. So Zach will be able to pull off this battery safely for now. But will they be able to recover Noct? He's going to go for it.
I'm going to try and get the revive. Teams from afar putting some work in. NRG known to play aggressive, especially with Nathan on top of the roof right now, but Nathan knows there's a couple teams from afar that are poking, so he's got to be careful here. It's not just a clean 3v3 fight. KSZ currently knocked. Pun certainly not intended there, as Noct is not going to be able to get revived. Naughty's going to take some damage, but he's going to back out, reset, and there you go. Noct is going to be out of this one. So KSZ left to a duo with NRG nearby, and TSM. It's actually TSM from afar putting in so much work.
TSM is not allowing anyone to get in there. Oh my goodness, nice stick by TSM Imperial Hal. He gets the stick off, and he's looking for an angle, but Snipe Down actually goes down to a Kraber.
Oh my goodness, it's going to be to the hands of Gentrifying. SolaFide has been an absolute thorn in the sides of TSM this entire game. That's the second or third knock that SolaFide has gotten on TSM. So Snipe Down out of this one with 4 teams nearby. You got to think it's looking bleak for TSM. Season now finds themselves in yet another fight. 11 squads remain in this one. Charlotte Phoenix's Bronzy, former member of the Golden Guardians, takes out one in the elimination feed. Stay Naughty gets knocked by Vaxlon of CLG. So a lot of action in the elim feed right now as Season still finds himself in the fight as well, girl. Finally, the Dome Shield goes down.
It goes down, and Fun goes for that insta-res, but he's getting pushed. Madness sees an opportunity here, and they actually clean up the fight. That is CLG with some more kills. CLG is definitely taking every opportunity they can. They see weakness, and they pounce on it. TSM is going to leave Snipe Down back to fall down here, and they may play under this tower here if they possibly can. They do pull off the dome, so they will be able to survive for now. The team above them shouldn't be able to shoot at them for free because there are going to be teams around. SSG, Clarify, the ring might take him out here, or the team in front of him may take him out. Which will he be taken out by, and he ends up going down.
And it's going to be to the ring, so they didn't get that kill point, interestingly enough. It's 1 kill point not rewarded that team. CLG's been looking great this game. They've been absolutely pouncing on teams. One of the best pound-for-pound and fighting teams in the game. As you see Vaxilon as the kill leader right now. Charlotte Phoenix going to be taken out again to the hands of Counter Logic Gaming. That's going to be the 7th or 8th kill, I believe, for CLG. This is a huge pop-off game for them. If they can continue to roll here and get double-digit kills plus a first-place finish, that might be enough to sneak them into that, close to that 50-point threshold, girl.
From like the beginning of the game to now, CLG is definitely my MVPs for this game because they've just been taking every opportunity to third party to finish people that are down, to see the weakness in the game. But they are on the edge of zone. It's not going to be easy for them to rotate here. Obey Alliance getting the revive on Crook. They are going to need Crook. Crook is their Gibraltar. So Crook's going to pull off a Phoenix kit. They actually got a really good spot in the zone, Obey Alliance does.
Yeah, right now we got 4 squads remaining. Somehow TSM, in shambles moments ago, was able actually to survive long enough to make it to our top 4 squads remaining. But as a team of 2, their best bet is to let these teams fight it out. So in the end, we got SolaFide, we got CLG. We do have Obey, and we have TSM as our 4 teams remaining in this one.
Wow, this is rough. Like I said, 20 squads down to 4. There isn't enough space for people to play in this zone. So many people have been taken out up until this point. Is this SF's game to win? They've got the high ground. They've got middle of the zone. This has got to be SF's game to win.
Absolutely, SF's in a perfect spot right now. Gentrifying's been a nuisance with the Kraber all game long. And here you go, Obey versus TSM going to be fighting with the power of SF from above, putting in absolute work. SF's going to try and steal some of these kills if they can and rack up as many kill points as possible. Rep's going to go down, all up to Imperial Hal, last member alive for TSM. And as I say that as well, Hambino of Obey is going to go down. A shot from Hal on the flank. Finally, he will get tagged up quite a bit here, and you got to think, the minutes are numbered for Hal and TSM.
So Crook decides to go for the revive instead of the medkit, which is really good because they want to win this game. They don't want to get second place. They don't want to get third place. He's getting both of his teammates up. This will be a really crucial recovery for Obey Alliance if they get this off.
Yeah, that's huge. And because Hal was in such shambles, that's how they were able to survive, because Hal couldn't push. SolaFide didn't want to give up their perfect high ground. Look, the zone's actually going to end up almost exactly where they're at. This is 1,000% SolaFide's game. And again, they position themselves so well. The most consistent team of the winter circuit, the most consistent team of the playoffs so far with a 4th and then 5th place finish. Now SolaFide looks to finally get their 1st place finish. And they're in a perfect position to do so, girl. But you can't count out CLG, and Obey actually has a full team of 3 as well.
Yeah, so, you know, the most annoying part for these 3 teams is that TSM Imperial House still alive. And oh no, as I say it, he ends up going down. So now we have our top 3 SF getting the kills that they need. If they, and they are going for the insta-revive right underneath on Hambino.
Yeah, this is almost free for SolaFide. Look at them. They are in such an advantageous position, not breaking a single sweat to potentially win this game, but we know what CLG's capable of. CLG directly below them, and eventually SolaFide is going to have to drop from that Tower of Doom right now as they've been laying out absolute terror on everyone else in the lobby. Obey Alliance has been in shambles. They've been in a horrible position for the last 2 minutes or so, but has been able to actually sneak out of it relatively unscathed. All 3 of them full health. So at this point, you got to think SolaFide is in a perfect spot to win it. And these 2 teams below are playing for second, but you never know with CLG. Obey, of course, the winners of the last chance qualifier. You can't count them out as well.
You can't count them out, but the fact that SolaFide didn't end up killing a member of the teams below is actually maybe a good thing in their favor, because those teams will do so much damage when they fight, and then they can come down for the third party. So actually, when SF didn't thirst anyone underneath, it could have been a blessing for them.
That's right. As you say that they're finally going to get a knock on Obey, it's going to be Hambino. The Wraith that goes down, the port went through, and Hambino's going to get taken out. There you go. SolaFide says that's 1. Actually make it 2 after they took out Imperial Hal already. SolaFide is just picking up death tallies one by one here on their hit list, as it looks like Obey gonna have to leave their position in a second. They do have that port, but SolaFide is aware of that portal. And a little bit of a opportunity here with the Dome Shield to keep them alive for a little bit longer, girl. And here comes the drop from SolaFide, slowly but surely holding on to their high ground. Interesting fight as they're all just creeping in. No one wants to be the first team to fight. A 3-way Dome Shield, and finally here comes the fight. It's anyone's game at this point. SolaFide resolves to put in work. He's gonna actually knock one. Can he get the second knock? Yes. Gentrifying still alive and well, and in the end, SolaFide from the top of the hill is able to take it. They take home the first place finish in game number 3.